The few states here in the U.S. that allow physician-assisted death have strict rules, and Tennessean Cindy Siegel Shepler did not qualify. But that did not stop her from getting on a plane, traveling thousands of miles to end her own life on her own terms. News 2's Mark Kelly continues our special reports on the right to die debate with Cindy's sister and good friend about that heart-wrenching decision.
When Cindy Siegel Shepler decided to end her life using assisted dying, Ryan Pryor was one of the few she confided in.
So she was going to kind of plan her next step. She said it in a vague but ominous enough way that I kind of figured out what she meant.
Cindy and Ryan becoming friends seemed unlikely. Ryan, a young man living in Atlanta, launching his career in health advocacy and journalism. Cindy, a middle-aged married woman in Knoxville, forced to leave her career decades earlier because of crippling disease. What could these two possibly have in common? Turns out, quite a bit.
Chronic fatigue syndrome is the condition that we both had.
Also called myalgic encephalomyelitis, or ME/CFS, it's an illness that causes severe tiredness and harms its victims both mentally and physically.
And I had gone to about 16 different doctors and a neurologist, a rheumatologist, infectious disease, on down this list.
Cindy first heard about Ryan through a health documentary that he produced about the disease called Forgotten Plague.
And it's really hard because doctors don't really know. I mean, they sit there and say, we're just guessing.
Confident that Ryan could help her advocate for more research funding, Cindy called him out of the blue to introduce herself.
She called me and she said, Ryan, I'm your biggest fan. And that was also a little bit of a red flag. So I was like, what is she talking about?
That first cold call turned into countless warm conversations over the years.
We became friends through that process. When I would tell my friends about her, I would sort of say something like, she's like my godmother.
But in 2019, Ryan had one phone call with Cindy that was unlike any other.
She had said, definitely please come visit me in Knoxville, and it's better that you come sooner rather than later. Once I got there, she and her husband confided in me what was actually going to happen, and they had a lot more seriousness, and they were more comfortable talking about it in person.
Cindy had made her decision. She was flying to Switzerland, one of the first countries in the world to allow assisted dying, in order to end her suffering.
I sat with Cindy for about an hour with a tape recorder on, and I had made a list of questions I was going to ask her, and we basically called this like her exit interview from life. It was certainly one of the most kind of maybe like sacred conversations that I've ever had.
And I think she was scared a lot the last few months.
Peggy Siegel Laughlin is Cindy's sister. The two grew up so close in age they nicknamed themselves litter pups. But Cindy's autoimmune health was fragile from a young age.
She was the only one that struggled with her health from the beginning.
Peggy learned about her sister's wish to end her life just days before her flight to Europe.
She says, I've tried everything to improve my health, and there's nothing for me right now. There will be in the future. These arrangements had been made. I mean, I knew there was nothing I could say. I think she did what she wanted to do. And I'm okay with it.
December 16, 2019 in Switzerland, Cindy ended her life after 62 years, while her friends and family ensure her message about assisted dying lives on.
She absolutely, positively did not in any way feel that medical aid in dying was remotely related to suicide, as much as some people might have their own ideas about that. That was her feeling.
If her story continues to be used, she would definitely be smiling from up above.
Mark Kelly, News 2.
Ryan Pryor later wrote Cindy's story for CNN. He also published a book about COVID called The Long Haul, which he dedicated to his friend, Cindy Shepler.